Another big one for me too was like my like how I said before, I don't really like the term influencer cuz I ain't really trying to influence nobody to do anything. I am trying to inspire, inspire others to do better as well. Like I inspire myself so much. That's the thing. Like, inspiration really comes from within. For me, I believe it comes from within, and I truly inspire myself all the time. Even now, like, everything, like, all about me inspires me. Even if I do something bad or whatever, if I reflect on it, I'm going to learn from it. I I'm not saying like bad, but like maybe it was like not the best choice I made or something like that, whatever. I learned from it all and I look at that as inspiration. And when I started doing this podcast, I my purpose was is my purpose is to inspire other people to do better. I want to inspire more self-love, because if you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. I just really inspired to like connect with yourself, good vibes and all that good stuff. But at first, I was like, I knew I wanted to do that, but I still didn't have like I didn't really have a spark like that, Well, I was looking cuz other podcasts inspired me, but they were inspiring me, but because that's when I was like, okay, what type of topic should I do? What should I talk about? And all this stuff. But, and I try, at first it was like, okay, other similar topics to what they're doing, but just switching it up a little bit or whatever. But it wasn't really my thing, So, and especially recently with the whole, with me talking about me doing drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. It took me a while. Like, I started the podcast to first talk about that. And I held it off because there wasn't an inspiration yet. I wanted to see if somebody else would talk about that first, because I was like, fuck, like, I didn't want to talk about it first because I didn't want people to really see me as that, or like, I don't know. And I waited. I was like, let me wait for the right time. Let me see some inspiration first. And it never fucking came. It never fucking came. And it just always stayed in my mind. Like, I really want to talk about this. I want to inspire others to do better. And that was inspiration for me. Yeah, I did fucking crazy ass shit. Some shit, I'm like, I shouldn't have done, but I did it. And what can I do about it now? Nothing. Like, it happened, and I look at it as inspiration now. And that shit inspires me. Drunkless inspires me to do better, and to do better for her, to really be there for her, because I know she was lost and she was just disconnected. And I owe it to her. I owe it to myself. You owe it to yourself. And I see that as inspiration. And, it was just, it's how you see things, my peeps. It really is how you see things and what you do with the choices that aren't the best. Are you just going to repeat bad choices, keep repeating doing all that bad stuff, or are you going to learn from it? Are you going to grow? Are you going to see that as inspo? So I decided then I was like, fuck it. Like, she inspired me. Drunkless inspired me. All my past inspired me. All those things. And I want to inspire other people. And then that's like, the spark was there. Like, it was there. I'm like, yo, like, because I didn't see myself as a true inspiration, I used to say, like, because I ask myself all the time. I talk to myself, and I'm like, who inspires me? Who inspired me? And this question that I got on TikTok, it was just like, yo, like, I inspire myself. It got me thinking, and I was like, I really am the one that inspires myself. Nobody inspired me. Nobody inspired me to do better. There wasn't nobody there telling me to do better, like a grown up, a family member, a friend. I'm the oldest sibling. There wasn't an oldest sibling to tell me to do better. I really had to be the oldest sibling to myself, to my inner child. And I am my own inspo. I am I am my true inspo. And at first I was like, because people tell you someone needs to inspire you, other people need to inspire you. Nobody really tells you that you can inspire yourself, because you can. You can be your own inspiration. There's nobody else you should really look up to. You can look up to yourself, you know? It's just all about the self, like the self, you guys. Like, you need to love yourself so much, care for yourself, and inspiration really comes from yourself. And that was it for me. I was like, I am my own inspo. And that's when, like, I've been talking about, like, the whole, well, there's been not, it's not gonna be all, it ain't gonna all be about like alcohol, drugs and stuff like that. But I feel like now it's like, I just talk about it because, like, honestly, just that whole era of me, all of that of me really inspired me to do better. And it was just a crazy time, and I go back to it because it's just like, I don't go back to it for like a bad way, but like as inspo, as inspo. It's not to like be regretting shit or like being, oh, I should have done this, but it's as inspo. And I feel like if you look at your past as inspo, or you reference to the past as inspo or something, that's fine, because it's inspiration. That's literally what keeps you moving, what inspires you, motivates you, so that was like it for me. And I'm like, you know what, like, I don't care what anybody says or anything like that. Like, I am here to inspire others, and I inspire myself. So if I didn't inspire myself, I feel like I wouldn't inspire you guys, because if I ain't inspiring, it's like with love. If I ain't loving myself, if I can't love myself, I can't love nobody else. That's like with anything. If you don't care for yourself, you won't care about nobody else. And if you don't inspire yourself, you won't inspire other people, especially if you're really trying to inspire others, And, but like, even with makeup, like, let me see. With makeup, I would try to inspire people with, my makeup skills, different stuff like that. But I wouldn't inspire myself. Like, I loved makeup and stuff like that, but I don't know, that I didn't have that like spark. Like, I wouldn't be like, damn, like, I don't know. I just always try to be like, try and find a better look, better technique or whatever. But I didn't take the time to really acknowledge it and like see it as inspiration for myself. I would see others and be like, oh, let me do this look, let me recreate this look. But it was more about me really playing with it and like finding the inspiration from within, and I would always be like, fuck, like, I don't know what makeup look to do. And that's when I was like, okay, how do I not know what makeup look to do? That's because I'm really not inspiring myself, but yeah. So it's just, you have to find the inspiration from within. You have to find that spark, that light, my peeps. You know what I'm saying? And see what you think is inspiring you or not. If it really ain't, then don't pay attention to that shit. Pay attention. See, like, look at things. See what kind of gives you a little light or something. What gets you thinking. What kind of like, what's attracting, what you're attracted to, like for real, like your soul, and then go from there. Really get in touch with yourself and center yourself and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying?